Okay, so I will shortly start introducing the project and the team and the activity that we're hosting today. So thank you for being here, for registering, for attending the course. We're very glad that you're interested in ENACT project, and probably you already know a little bit about the project, but otherwise we will shortly introduce it now. So it's a pleasure to be here today. The webinar or the course, the virtual course will be recorded as well. So in case you don't want to have the camera on, please do not hesitate to turn it off. And of course, please make sure that your microphone is silenced at any time just to avoid any noise interference. So without further ado, let's get into the virtual course, and I will shortly explain the project a little bit and the main pillars about ENACT, which stands for Enabling Social Innovation, Entrepreneurship in Agri-Food through Digital Transition, which is mainly how to support business and the social innovation sector and the agri-food sector towards this digitalization, which is always one of the challenges that we face. So very shortly, as I explained, this project is co-funded by the European Union, in this case with the COSME's call. And the main pillars are to improve the access of the agri-food sector by providing these digital solutions, boosting the digital skills within the social economy and the agri-food sector, and of course, foster the support and the cooperation between the different actors in the ecosystem. And finally, while we do this connection and cooperation, we foster these connections within the different networks according to the whole ecosystem that we are focusing on. So I haven't introduced myself before, but here's the more or less the partnership. So I'm Cristina Martin, so part of the Chamber of the Commerce of Barcelona, who are the coordinators of this project. So nice to meet you all. And then with me, we have also different teams from different countries in Europe. Probably you know some of them already because I've been in contact with you to communicate this opportunity to your company. So in this case, from Spain, from Barcelona as well, we have the link. So they are our consultancy and support on the call scheme and other parts of the project. Then we have the social entity of Pour la Solidarité in Belgium. Then Make It Better, which is our NGO in Portugal, our Agri-Food Digital Hub in Lithuania, Agri-Food, and then last but not least, the Austria Wirtschaft Service, which is the National Promotional Bank from Austria. So they are coordinating this activity. Probably you will hear from them after this session, as they will also be in touch with the participants, for this activity specifically, as they have been coordinating this. So thank you as well, in this case, to the team to support each other and have a great communication to have everybody here today. So in this case, ENACT focuses very shortly on the building knowledge. We have drawn a very special let's say mapping and portrait of the sector to have a very set base to then help everybody strengthen their capacities, to empower the social enterprises and the agri-food sector for this digital transition and other related ecosystems and skills. And finally, as I was saying, with this innovation ecosystem network, we have set some international events to have this practice sharing, knowledge exchange, and of course, foster new partnerships. So in this case, these are the main pillars. So more in deep, as I was saying, we have this stakeholders mapping in which we identify the key stakeholders. And of course, we work with these regional working groups that from time to time we're still hosting in the different countries to set discussions, debate, talk about challenges, tax needs, and about the sector. Then we had this publication, which will be soon available in the website, about the needs assessment from the sector that we have identified. And then we will continue, and we are now working on the identification of the best practices and some key examples that we would like to follow. And last but not least, we are also working on some policy recommendations. This will be addressed to EU level policy makers and specialists to help them draft policies according to the reality of the sector, but not just at EU level, but also in regional and national level. This is our main goal, not to have this, let's say, impact and change on the sector policy making. And then, as part of the strength and capacities, we are here today as part of this project, and we have done a first training of trainer in Brussels for some key stakeholders that will also help us improve this capacity building, and of course then we will address it to the territories. This was let's say the in between activity in which online we want to host these modules, and of course address to a European-wide audience to have a very broad impact on the knowledge that we want to transmit and we want to share with you today. And we will have some local sessions after, in which we will be narrowing down and settling to the territories adapted to the practical approach of the content that we will more or less see today. It's going to be a more practical approach. So this is more or less the structure. This is an online, a broad program for today, and then on tomorrow as well. And then we will have some more down to earth, let's say, sessions in each of the countries. As part of the international perspective, we have done some study visits and we have seen different examples, ecosystems, how they work, how they connect, and good practices. We have brought some solutions to the challenges in the hackathon event, and we have had the most innovative ideas awarded. And then, of course, we have created the matchmaking and solution towards provider creation, this collaboration in the matchathon we hosted in Barcelona last March. And we will, of course, showcase all the results of the project and award, let's say, the best practices in the showcase that we will plan in Vienna in January 2027. Okay, that's our more or less plan. And this is more or less the agenda that we have today. So this was my short presentation for the project. Today, our module is entitled Your Skills for Tomorrow, and we will focus on the digitalization with Catalina, that will have shortly a session on the digitalization with the SMEs in the agri-food sector. Then we will have a short break, and then we will continue with Isabella, who is part of the S2R OG, who will show us some social innovation for the SMEs in the agri-food sector as a practical journey. Okay, so we will close by 1:30 p.m. Central European time, which might differ from your timing, but hopefully we will be on time and everything will be set. And then don't forget that we also have a session tomorrow in which we are waiting for you again. So hopefully everybody will be in, and this will be mainly focused on the finance of the digital innovation, especially for the EU funding programs and strategy. So this will be the agenda for tomorrow. We are expecting you to join us both days. You have the link for that. So that's everything from my side. And last but not least, as I was saying in our latest events, we have to be alive with the digitalization. The future is digital. Of course, you all know that the manual is not the way anymore. So we have to find a way to make it our allies and not our enemies in this case. And we have to stay competitive, not as organizations, as human beings. And that's why we want to bring some skills, bring some knowledge, and have you a better preparation, let's say, or better competitiveness for the future. So that's our goal here. So that's it from my side. It was a short presentation. Of course, if you have any questions, we can have a quick round maybe at the break. And that's it. Thank you so much.